Penn State takes on Ohio State, 12 o'clock Eastern kickoff at Ohio State. The Buckeyes are minus 19, totals at 57.5. Now we're seeing steady movement toward Ohio State in the early wagering. We also saw movement downward on the total. So once again, the Buckeyes are minus 19. Total open 59, down to 57.5. 51% of the consensus are leaning toward Ohio State. 72% shaded toward the over. And right now, the Nittany Lions are plus 800 on the money line. Now, Penn State's 9-1 straight up on the year, 6-1 in conference play. They've also successfully covered the number in their last 3 games on the road. They rank in the top 10 in points allowed, top 5 in rush yards allowed. Yetur Gross-Matos, 6.5 sacks on the year, 30 tackles. Micah Parsons, 75 tackles for him, 2 sacks and a forced fumble. Castro Fields, Reed, and Brisker all have 2 interceptions apiece. This Penn State squad, they rank the top 3 in points allowed on the road, top 10 in yards per play allowed on the road as well. Keep an eye on Hamler and Sullivan Brown, however. They are both listed as questionable for Penn State. Now, the Nittany Lions, they also rank top 15 in scoring, top 40 in passing. Sean Clifford has thrown for over 2,400 yards on the season, 22 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. And of course, like I just mentioned, keep an eye on KJ Hamler as he is listed as questionable. He's responsible for 791 yards receiving this year, 8 touchdowns. He's averaging 17 yards per reception. And the big tight end, Pat Freiermuth, 34 catches, 424 yards, 7 touchdowns for the big guy. Penn State known for very good, big, physical, and effective tight ends. Anyway, Ohio State on the other side, they are 59th in passing yards allowed at home. They failed to cover against Rutgers and Florida Atlantic this year. They have a whole bunch of guys on the injury report. We got, of course, a major player coming off suspension, so I'm sure he'll be ready. But he's been cold the past week or so. But anyway, we have Cooper, Vincent, Browning, Crowley, Mack, Novick, and Hamilton all listed as questionable. This Ohio State squad, 3 out of their last 6 fell under the total. They're also 60% to the under at home. Meanwhile, Penn State on the other side, they are 3-0 to the under when traveling. I think Penn State should keep it within 19 points. I'm going to lean Nittany Lions plus 19 and the under 57.5 in that game. Before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick timeout and welcome you to the show. Got some lines and personal leans out for college football week 13. The season is almost over already. I can't believe it. It certainly flew by. Now, before we get into our next couple of games here, I just want to quickly remind you to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage, where we are hitting at 65% for the entire college football season on that website. Now, what we do is daily premium selections, premium plays on that site, and I'll give you a little bit more information about that site at the end of this video. But once again, we are hitting at 65% in our college football picks on that website. Link for that site is in the description section below. That's patreon.com/BrockPage. But I have some more information for you about that website at the end of this video. All right, let's go ahead and dive into some more lines and personal leans right here on YouTube. All starts Eastern Standard Time. And on deck, we've got Boston College taking on the Fighting Irish. 2:30 Eastern kickoff, Notre Dame. The Irish are minus 17.